Congratulations and well done for qualifying for the Stretch and Flex Elementary Regional Championships for 2010. You've done well to get this far, but I hope now in this short video to give you some pointers to help you with achieving your ambition of riding at the National Dressage Championships. Make sure you plan your turn onto the centre line by looking well ahead of you and riding on the correct diagonal if you're in rising trot, but making sure you have the correct bend and plan your turn ahead of time. Get straight on the centre line by looking ahead at your markers, fixing the judge in the eye and riding straight at them down the centre line. In this case the horse is fairly straight, but as he makes the transition into halt he drifts onto his right shoulder and therefore is crooked in the halt. Ride your move off positively forward, again thinking straight, but give your horse plenty of time to know that he doesn't have to trot straight through the judge's car, but he can turn and ride a nice corner in a good rhythm once he reaches C. You have a little bit of time now before you get round to B to settle your horse, and then at B fairly simple movement of riding a half 20-metre circle in working trot. Show your horse in a good outline and in a good rhythm. Make sure your horse is well balanced for your turn onto your half 10-metre circle, that you're looking around for your X marker on the centre line and that you prepare him well so you maintain a good rhythm through this turn. As you begin the leg yield, make sure that you keep the horse in balance. The horse here has fallen slightly on his right shoulder. He needs to be a little more parallel with the long side of the school, but at elementary level this is still quite a fair leg yield. Look to your marker, make sure you end up at K and that you ride a good corner after K. Remember, even if you've chosen to go in sitting trot through the beginning of your test, you can change your mind now and do rising trot to help free the horse up and encourage him forwards for medium trot. I think Charlotte would probably have preferred to have done this with the benefit of hindsight, as the horse has got a better medium trot than this and he didn't really react and show a clear enough difference. Whatever happens, keep him straight and in balance and make sure you ride a good corner and short side in working trot, as that is all part of the movement. The next mark is for the turn right and halt. Keep your horse in good balance and make sure that you half halt as you leave the track and set him up for the halt so you don't make the transition too abrupt, which is a little bit what happened in this case. You need also to be aware of where you are so that you can have a sneaky look out of the corner of your eye to make sure you're on the centre line. Once your horse is settled in the halt, then quietly ask him to step backwards. You're given a little bit of leeway here and it's 2 to 5 steps, so counting's not so important, but make sure you proceed straight ahead in working trot and then make your turn left once you reach the track. We now repeat the movements on the other rein, and you need to perhaps be a little bit braver with the amount of energy you ask for in the working trot now that you know your horse is settled, just keeping a smooth rhythm and again planning your turns, making sure you're accurate to the centre line. Again, the leg yield starts from X and you need to, on your half circle, be aware that that's coming. Both the leg yields in this test are ridden away from the judges, so you need to think about what the horse looks like from behind. Try to keep him as parallel as possible, but whilst keeping the rhythm smooth and easy without any irregular steps or resistance. Again, use the short side to balance your horse and prepare him for the medium trot. Once you come to the marker, turn and get straight, and your first medium trot should give you an indication of how you can ride the second one. Maybe you can be a bit braver this time and go for a bit more. If it didn't come off when you were sitting, try rising this time. Be aware of the situation and how your horse is going so you can adapt accordingly. And make sure you show a nice transition back to working trot, and in this movement as well the transition to medium walk at C also comes into the mark. The next movement is free walk on a long rein. Turn your horse at H and immediately allow him to relax his head and neck and stretch forward. Make sure that you've got his shoulders and neck on the line heading towards B, and allow him to walk forward, stretching his neck and taking the bit forward. So he's clearly marching, clearly relaxed through his back, and clearly taking the bit forward and following the contact. At B, you need to shorten the reins and shorten the horse up and show medium walk. Remember, medium walk is still forwards, it's still with the horse swinging along, it's not collected walk. Still allow him to use his neck and stay in a good regular 4-time rhythm. The horse will be in a more natural outline than he would be for collected walk, but he will be more on the bit and up to the bridle than he was in the free walk.